Works this time around. There we go. Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Fractal Mind Mike, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Veil of Darkness after we try some more Deathless runs on Prince of Persia. Hi, see you later, your room looks very festive. Thank you, yeah, it is festive. We got the Christmas lights, Christmas lights going, and yeah, I'm feeling a little bit festive still. Good to see you there, Dammit Veins, welcome back. Is it time to visit the barber soon? Yeah, my hair's gotten really long. I was actually thinking about going and getting it done today, but I didn't. So this is how it looks right now. It's a bit of a mess. It's hard to manage. I don't like having longer hair. I used to have really long hair when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. But I don't have that anymore, and it's awkward. I don't like it. Good to see you, Foamed. Welcome. Yeah, I was thinking about what to do tonight, and I thought, you know what, we'll just continue doing Veil of Darkness. It's been a while since I've stuck with one game for an extended period, although I do feel like I want to have the variety, so that's why we're doing Prince of Persia and Veil of Darkness. Once again, I like that variety, but I am itching for some more variety. There's a game that we didn't play this Christmas that I kind of wanted to. We did play it for Halloween. It's something that I like to play every year in the festive season, which is, it goes between Alone in the Dark 1 and Alone in the Dark 2, I believe. It's called Jack in the Dark, and it's great. It's a really fun little experience. It's a little mini Alone in the Dark adventure where you play as the young girl, which I forget her name. I forget what her name is right now. I want to say Sophie, but it's probably not it. Anyway, it's really fun. So we might check that out tonight, or maybe tomorrow night, or I don't know, some other day. Actually, I don't normally stream tomorrow night, so I probably won't be tomorrow night, but maybe Wednesday. Good to see you there, John Matrix as well, you legend. Hope you're doing well today. Again, thank you very much for the raid. Mr. Adon's probably left by now, but I finally decided to, like, actually subscribe properly to the channel rather than trying to remember to do a Prime resub every month. I've been doing that for a while, and I kept forgetting to do it. So you know, there was that. Oh my gosh, Kiwi Retro Lad, thank you very much for the 2 gift subs to the channel. Exastation and Directrix13, enjoy your gift subs. Absolutely legendary of you, and very kind of you as well, Kiwi Retro. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day today. Board Game Heaven, how are you going today, Ray? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good time. I've got my,
yeah!
I've been making, for those of you who were here yesterday and saw me looking at this, I've been making ever so, slight progress on it. I don't know if you can hear that. It's coming through. It's not really, is it? Little noise cancellation's happening, I think.
We ended raid on stream on a hype train. Let's start one here.
Thank you very much, Flygon, for the 100 bits. Absolutely no pressure to do that, though. I appreciate the sentiment, but no pressure for that. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate the follows, of course. Welcome in. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you would like to. You'll update him on the sub status. Well, thank you. Yeah, the main reason was I keep forgetting to do the subs, which is very silly of me. So I just thought, you know what, I'll make the commitment, and then I don't have to remember anymore. It'll always be there. But thank you, Ern. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow again, another follower. I appreciate that. Again, we have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you want to. Now, last stream, there is another update I need to give you all. Last stream, we were doing a little bit of eBay shopping, and we were looking at this Realms of Chaos that was on offer for $100 with a make an offer option. I made an offer, they counter-offered, but then eBay also offered me a 10% discount, which put it under the offer that I originally gave them, so I took it. So now if I refresh this page, you will see that this item is no longer available.
Playing the game? Shut up!
Because I bought it. Hi there, Life Awesome. Good to see you. Radon had to reschedule his weekly Japanese lesson for tonight due to the holidays. Oh, that's awesome. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Yeah, my daughter is doing Duolingo for Japanese, but she's studying Japanese at school. She's been doing really well with it, and she went on a trip to Japan this year. And it was actually pretty hard for us because she was away for a good couple of weeks in Japan, but whoops, just dropped my glasses. She did really well there. They have a sister school in Japan, and so she met her pen pal from that school. She said that unfortunately they all wanted to speak English, and so they didn't really get much of a chance to do much Japanese. But when she was in some of the classes there, she was really struggling to follow because they were using
FMM Doom Browse, FMM Doom Browse, FMM Doom Browse, FMM Doom Browse 4 years. It's been 4 years. Jeepers Creepers.
How's it been 4 years? That's crazy, Life Force. So thank you very much for the 4 years of support and for kicking off a hype train as well, you legend. Appreciate that. Atreides, good to see you. Merry late Christmas to you too. Merry late Christmas. So yeah, she spent all this time there, but didn't get to do much Japanese. And then when they were studying, it was like a history class or something. She said, she sat in on, and they were using kanji instead of katakana, so she couldn't even follow the text, which was pretty disappointing for her. She was looking forward to engaging with it, but she had a blast the whole time they were there. So good on them. Wow, 4 years, Life Force. Thank you so much for that. You took a semester in high school and had a tough time with linking the translations, like understood the alphabets and sounds, but could never remember what it meant in English. That's interesting. Yeah, I only studied Japanese in grade 4, like when I was, how old would I have been? 11 years old or something like that. I didn't absorb anything. I remember like the very basics of like, this is how you greet someone or whatever, like good morning and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing stuck. She should have spoke Japanese and they could have spoke English. That could have happened, but it would have been more confusing, I think. French and German instead. Oh well, French and German are a bit more similar to English at least. Hopefully that worked for you. I would have picked an Asian language if I could. We had to pick either French or German. Yeah, a lot of people here have to do French or German as well. I think there's more Asian languages now, which makes a lot of sense for Australia. We're so close to the rest of Southeast Asia. It makes sense to be able to pick Asian languages. I had to do Indonesian in high school for, I think it was 2 years. I remember 0 of that though. I remember 0 Indonesian, which is sad because I've met a few people like from Malaysia and Indonesia since then. The language in Malaysia is very similar. And so I could have used the language a little bit, but yeah, not really very, very well. But anyway, too bad I didn't stick with it, eh? In another life, I would have lived abroad and worked in French translation somehow. That would be cool. Hey, there's still a chance, right? There's still an opportunity somewhere out there. Indonesian would have been cool to learn. It is an interesting language. I feel bad because I actually gave the teacher in that class quite a hard time. I was a bad student. I should have been a better student in that class, but hey. Oh, somebody's at the door, but I think my wife's got it, so I don't need to do anything. But yeah, I was going to give an update on this thing as well, which was, I've just gone through and just done a little bit more setup on this. This is for those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is, what's it called again? An AYN Odin 2 Max. They've just announced the Odin 3. It's available for pre-order. My wife got this for me for Christmas, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if we've made a mistake. There's a 3 available." And I said, "No, this is fine. Like, I'm actually really excited to have it." So, I've set it up so that I can go into the library by default on here now. So, it's like that is the home screen now. It'll go straight here. So that's pretty cool. Still haven't set up all of the games and emulation stuff that I want to yet. But the ones I have set up are working pretty great, actually. So I've gone and hidden most of the ones that I haven't set up, except for the PlayStation ones, because I want to go through my PlayStation games and see which ones I could conceivably put on here and enjoy. So far, the most taxing thing I've tried to do on this is Nintendo 64. Which has gone okay, actually. I haven't had any issues with it. I have had issues with Zelda Ocarina of Time. But I don't know if that's just like an emulation issue or if I need to do something weird. But yeah, it's working pretty well. Still have 0 DOS games installed. 0 items. Yeah. So I guess that's it. That's the update. I've done a bit more. I would show you something cool on here, but I don't really want to sit around messing around with it too much. We messed around with it a fair bit yesterday, so I'll give you more updates as I progress and test different things out. I actually want to see how difficult it is to get a ROM dump from my Switch games onto here. I don't know how hard that's going to be. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you very much for the hype train as well. 80%, 100 bits and 3 subs. Thank you very much for all of that support. Very much appreciated it. GTA 6? Probably not. I don't think GTA 6 is coming out until, like, next year sometime, right? It should play PS2 and GameCube games without any problem. It might struggle with original Xbox. Really? I suspected it would work with original Xbox, but I haven't tried it. Yeah, MacLad, my wife gifted it to me. It was very kind of her. And Foam, thank you for posting the link for the handheld website. It's been a couple of decades since I spoke French regularly, sadly. I need lots of practice again. Thing is, it's like maybe something you could pick up because you do have like the neural pathways, so to speak. ABC, it's good to see you, mate. I hope you're doing good. Osborne Effect. What's Osborne Effect? Educate me. Knowing Bahasa Indonesia would have made life a lot easier for me playing Ragnarok Online. True. The regional servers scamming Australians with people speaking other languages. I'm like, I don't know what they're saying, but okay. It should play PS2. Yeah, PS2 games, right. If you have a launch Switch, probably a lot easier than the revisions. Yeah, I've heard that too. Pretty sure it could run Wii. Should be possible too. Yeah, Wii should work on it fine, from what I've heard. Yeah, it's the Odin MacLine, that's right. So I've got the wrong screen up, don't I? I'll go here, and I guess I'll open the web page that Foamed sent. There we go. Can you use it with cloud gaming then? GeForce Now and Game Pass? Yes, you can. In fact, I have used it. I talked about this yesterday. But I used it to play Steam games streaming.
Oh boy, we're having fun now!
And it seemed to work pretty well, actually. G'day, Grognak. Good to see you. Osborne Effect. Osborne Company announced their next model, so everyone waited on buying the current one, and they went bankrupt.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Right.
Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Okay. Well, now, I'll try not to forget that. It's a pretty important lesson, isn't it, ABC? Yeah. Sadly forgot all of the Tagalog I learned playing Ragnarok Online. Ah, well. Considering I live in New Mexico, it seems like it'd be smarter to learn Spanish than unearth my French. Actually, that's a good point. It's a very good point. It runs on Android? Yes, it does. It runs Android, and it works great so far. I'm actually really curious about, and I forgot to look it up between streams. I was going to. What is it? Steam Frame? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Steam Frame. They've been working on open source project for Android systems to run PC games natively on this device. Now, I forget what that was called. I don't know if anybody's got a link for that. But yeah, being able to run Steam games directly on the Android hardware via basically like some sort of emulation. Yeah, it's x86 to ARM translation layer flying on. That's the one. Half-Life 3 announcement soon, Copium. Yeah, indeed. We're looking at my prediction. I'm going to stick to my guns on it. I said 800 to 1200 USD for the Steam machine. And it would be announced in February next year. But I might have to push that date back. But I'm going to try and stick to my guns on it. This is my prediction. I'll stick with it for now. Mini Roach, good to see you. Can you watch your favorite Twitch streamer on it? In theory, I can, yeah. I haven't set up Twitch on there, but yeah, totally. Absolutely possible. I want the Odin 3 now. I drooled over it when you said they had announced pre-orders for it. Oh, really, Foamed? Good luck. Hopefully you land the deal if you are going for it. What are we looking at? Now we're looking at the Steam page for the Steam Frame, the VR headset. Again, I don't really remember what the software situation was. Interesting. Wallace, g'day, good to see you. What was the thing you were holding? It is a Odin 2 Max. I'll show you again. This is the Odin 2 Max. I've set it up. It runs on Android. It's basically an Android gaming tablet, is like what I think it would be classified as. It's a handheld gaming device though. And I've set it up with this tool as the home screen for it. It's called, what's it called again? Daiji something. I can go in the settings and figure that out. Home. Default home app. Daiji Show. That's what I'm using as the launcher. So when I click the home button, it takes me back to the launcher. So I can just go into, like, if I want to play an Atari Jaguar game or a Lynx game, Commodore, Amiga, whatever. All of the different machines. I can go in and play games on there. So it's great. Apparently I just selected the Master System. But yeah, so far I haven't set up DOS games on here yet. I still haven't set up a single DOS game. Which is, like, sacrilegious for me. It was the first thing that I wanted to set up, but I just realized I wanted to get an SD card to make it easier to swap in and out different catalogs of games. Especially ones that start to get quite large in size, like, you know, due to CD-ROMs and things like that. Sorry, I haven't fully caught up on the chat. I'm still working on it. I did try to take some Spanish when I moved down here to finish my degree, but my brain kept going English, French, Spanish, Spanish, French, English. Oh no, that's rough. That's rough, Ern. I hope that it went. I hope things improved for you. Hey there, not BNU. Why are you slandering Valve, Mike? You gotta stop there. Lawyers will attack you. Did I slander them at all? If I did, I don't apologize. I stand by whatever I said. Still wondering if VR is worth it yet. It remains to be seen, ABC, but it feels like it's on the cusp constantly. FXEMU, thank you. FEXEMU. Thank you very much, Flygon. I think that is the emulator that they were working on. Yeah. Let me pull that up. So what I was wondering is if I set this up on my device, if I can then run natively some games on there. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. I believe that was the thing. I'll take a closer look at that later on. Later on, I'll take a closer look at that. Looked up a list of good VR games. It was mostly Half-Life Alyx, Beat Saber, and that's it. Yeah, there was also Boneworks, which was kind of interesting. There's a few other good ones. There are, like, it's not completely barren, but I think I could probably think of maybe 5 or 6 that are worthwhile, good fun. And I don't remember the names of, like, half of those, so, yeah. On the Steam controller and the frame, too bad they don't sell or ship Steam hardware to Norway due to us not being a member of the EU. That's really unfortunate. Is there no way you can get, like, a mailbox that forwards to you from, like, an EU member? Maybe? Like a post office box, PO box, whatever. Hey there, Catfig, good to see you. Welcome back. AYN Thor fascinates me. It fascinates me too. The AYN Thor looks really, really interesting. Battery life, it's great. Battery life on this Wallace is great, actually. I'm currently sitting on 54%. I haven't really, like, plugged it in to do a long charge yet. I've had it plugged into the PC a few times, which probably gotten some charge from that while I was putting software on there or whatever, but yeah, I haven't plugged it in to charge yet since I started using it, I guess on Christmas Day, actually. So what's that? It's the 28th today, so yeah. Wonder if AYN have their own store for AYN for games that explicitly take full advantage of both screens. I don't know. They do show that you can use like dual screen, like YouTube video on one screen, game on another, or documentation on one screen, game on another, that kind of stuff. So it could be interesting. Am I having too much fun showing that off? Yeah, I am. It's good times. Hey there, ATM Machine. Good to see you again. How goes Prince of Persia, Prince of a Dungeon in Persia? Yeah, well, we're going to dive right into it again soon. That's the first game we're firing up. And then we're going to get right back into Veil of Darkness, of course. After I spend who knows how many untold hours of Prince of Persia time. My worry with all those is they're not likely to get any OS updates. Not a huge deal if you don't use online stuff, but eventually the apps aren't supported. That's true. Hardware ages out and you need to, like, if you can't update software, it's kind of annoying. I agree, ABC. I don't know what to say to that other than, I guess everything is temporary in a way. So, you know. You withdrew from the language elective, Ern? Yeah, I don't blame you. Moss and Moss 2 are adorable. I actually own Moss, but I've never played it, which is bad. But yeah, I think it came out when I was having my vestibular problems and I couldn't play games. Or at least, no, it didn't come out then. I think I got it around that time though. So I didn't actually load it up and play it. Small point of order, native means no emulation, and theoretically it should work, but in practice I very much doubt if the handheld has enough oomph. Yeah, I have no idea either, Cat Pig. Good point. It's something I want to experiment with, of course. Atreides offering to help out with devices. Pretty cool. So what happens here in Canada, if you live close enough to the border, you have to have it shipped to a PO box in the USA, and then you don't have to pay the import fees. Helpful. Very helpful. Nostromo, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Any New Year's resolution? I'm sticking with 1080p for like desktop stuff, and probably gonna stick with. I really feel like 1280 by 960 is a really good resolution for like just retro gaming in general. Like most things scale to about that, like, and still look good. So I think that's probably about what I would stick with. I'll give you a proper answer in a minute. Nostromo, sorry. 1440p. I don't have any 1440p hardware, and so I've just bought these 1080p screens. So legitimately, won't be doing that unless I'm getting like 240 hertz or something like that in the upgrade, and they remain the same size as the current monitors, which seems like a far cry from reality at this point in time. Mike, would you get any use out of a Steam Deck? I have a non-OLED free to good home. You're kidding me. I have debated getting a Steam Deck, but the problem with getting a Steam Deck is that it's like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. The problem with getting a Steam Deck is that it was very hard for me to justify. When my wife got this for me for Christmas, it was like me not having to justify it. So I now have it and I can play this on the couch or whatever. And in theory, I can hook this up to a dock on the TV, which I will give you an update on as soon as I have a chance to do that. I do now have a dock for it. I just don't have anything else that I kind of wanted to get set up with it. So, but yeah, I don't know. In theory, I would say yes, but in practice, it might be better served in somebody else's home, is what I would say. Yeah. It's time to switch to 8K 24. 8K 24? It's almost 2026. I don't even know what 8K 24 is being near. 4K doesn't seem to be much worth, to be honest. Yeah. I don't want massive screens. I want 3 screens that are no bigger than the current ones I've got. In fact, these were too big. I wanted it to be smaller. But I'm living with it. I'm making this work. 1280 960's God's own ordained integer scale. resolution unless they're 352 wide Saturn game. Yeah, right. There is a few exceptions. It's true, Flygon. Rip every PC game that refuses to use 960 tall and tries to brute force 1024. Yeah. Hi there, CoreTube. Good to see you, man. 4K is worth it for using CRT shaders. That's the, like, if I can get a 4K screen in this dimension, like the dimension of these screens, which is like, I don't know, where's my measuring tape? They are about, let me see, I'll measure this one roughly. 31 centimeters tall. And, oh gosh, hang on a second. About 53 centimeters wide. That's very rough measurement because I don't want to actually sit here and measure it. So about that. 31 by 53. If I get 4K with high refresh rate at that dimension and I get 3 of them set up, then I would go for it. Actually, speaking of using 4K for CRT shaders, Mousimus just launched a YouTube video about their new project. They do the shader glass tool that a lot of people know, which does like the pixel shader type stuff. But they've also just released one which is a high refresh rate shader called oh gee, I forget the name of it. It just came out. Blur shader, something like that. I think it was shader blur. I don't remember. But basically, it simulates the refresh polling rate of a CRT in your high refresh rate screen, so it enhances those effects even more, basically. Yeah, the scan line, essentially. We want you playing on the couch. We want you streaming. That's right, Atreides. You know, it's been tempting. I've been tempted to stream a couple of times because I'm not working at the moment. I've been tempted to stream in the middle of the day a couple of times, but I've decided not to because it's out of my normal sequence. But then the funny thing is, it gets to the evening and I'm like, I could maybe I won't stream. Like, part of me is thinking that, you know, like I could just watch TV with the family and chill out for the night because we're all here together, you know. Anyway, I haven't done that yet, but maybe it'll happen. I'm not ruling it out. I mean, I guess it did happen during the Christmas week because we had a lot of things going on, but that's normal and to be expected, I think. 4K is worth it for the CRT shaders alone. It's the only reason I would do it, yeah. I gotta catch up with the chat. Sorry, I'm gonna quickly scroll through. No one asked why he has a measuring tape to hand in his study. I don't know what the implication you're going for would be, but I have this in here to measure things. Like if I need to measure something, it's right here. I also have calipers, like right here, and other things, like screwdriver set, and wire strippers, like, you know, the kind of things that you might want to have close at hand when you need to do stuff. It's nice to have things close at hand. I'm not sure what the implication is. Shader beam, that might be it. That might be it, MacLad, yeah. "24-inch 4K seems to be heavily underserved." Yeah, if the 24-inch 4K would work for me. I think I could make that work. Need the phosphor glow. I do enjoy a good phosphor glow. Ordered 200 Hz 24-inch 1080p monitor for Christmas because it was 200 with a nice WIPS or whatever. Oh, that sounds good. That's a good pickup, actually, BNU. RKS, good morning to you. How art thou? Deluxe Paint Tim, good to see you as well. Monitor talk. Yeah, we're talking about monitors for some reason. I don't know why. What you want is just like a physical shader like, you know, PBR that does like an actual CRT simulation and captures that image and displays it to you. It doesn't matter what resolution it's at. That's what you really want, right? So it looks like you're looking at a CRT in your game, on your screen. Anyway, it's not perfect, but it's like maybe that's the compromise, to not worry, like resolution independent. I have a measuring tape right next to my keyboard. That's good. See, I'm not the only one. Hey, Statistics Lab, good to see you. Literally also have measuring tape on my desk right now. I'm not the only one! Thank you! Is that a measuring tape Imperial? No, mine is, it's metric. Yeah, let me show you. It just has centimeters. Well, actually, it has millimeters. It's just millimeters. There's no imperial measurements here. We're a scientific household. I really have not caught up with the chat. I am trying. Good to see you, Pylos, and thank you for going live for me. I appreciate it. I always forget. I'm so bad at things like that, apparently. Time for you to snug up. No worries. Thank you very much for joining the raid. Thanks again to Mr. Raidon for raiding. I appreciate it. Hate matte coatings on screens. Oh, I don't mind it. I think it's fine. Please remember that VGA era DOS games don't have scan lines. That's true. Imperial units are defined in terms of standard units now anyways. Oh, interesting. Interesting. The intras are redefined, I think, in the 60s. Okay. Okay. Good night, Ern. Have a good sleep. B-Squad Leader, good to see you. I'm laughing about 5/8. What? What does that even mean? What does it even mean? Alright. I caught up with the chat. Now I'm going to drink some water, which I didn't fill up. I also didn't make a cup of coffee, which I now realize I probably need. I have no idea if this is any good. But I would have done an unboxing, but I was too curious, and I unboxed it myself. This is the dock. It's a Ugreen dock that I picked up for the device to see what it's like when I connect it up to the TV. I forget what I paid for it. I got it on Amazon. It wasn't too much money, and it's actually designed for a Steam Deck. Well, it's designed to be compatible with a Steam Deck, but you know, so you would put your Steam Deck in there, and the Steam Deck has like USB-C on the top, so you can plug it in. Whereas this one's on the bottom. So I guess it still works, but just plug it in that way. And then it has this USB-C cable with an angled connector on the end here to go into the device. And the other end goes into the back of this dock, which then has HDMI out, some kind of power connector for the USB-C powering it, Ethernet, some regular old whatever these things are called. Did a light just turn off? I feel like a light just turned off. It did. It's because it's not plugged in. I'll plug it in. The battery ran out finally. This says 5 gigabits per second, so it's also got that on there. So yeah, I don't know. This could be quite helpful for docking the machine and using it on the TV, but I have not experimented with that yet. My son's been playing Switch games and stuff like that, and watching stuff on TV all day, so I just let him go with that. Not exclusively, but enough that I didn't have time to play with it. So that's the next thing I'm going to do, and I'll report back when I have information on that. Also, I think my my SD cards are going to arrive tomorrow, so I'll be able to set up more of the games and stuff like that I wanted to set up on there. So yeah, there's that. Can you put a Switch in there? You could in theory, yeah. I don't know if the Switch has like other connectors though, so I don't know. It could at least work for charging it. Britain also still uses old units for some things, like road speed. Yeah, like they use miles per hour for road speed. I wonder why they didn't just make the switch. Maybe they one day will. I don't know what that means. The God 91. I don't know what that means. I believe it means hello, according to Google. Hi. G'day there, Quantum Pause. I don't remember if I said hi or not, but hi. Mike showing off with his neat retro handheld again, walking around like he's a big shot. I am big shot, Killick. I'm the biggest shot. The Switch uses a modified plug to make sure it only does video through its own dock. I see, yeah. So USB charging would work fine, and maybe some other USB devices could be then plugged in. But yeah, doesn't sound like it'd be great for an actual dock, unfortunately. But Steam Deck and this device should work okay with it. Alright, Prince of Persia time. Unless there's something else to look at. I'll give the update again, because I think there's some people who were not here. They did not accept my offer. They actually gave me a counter offer, which is higher than the offer that I made them. But then eBay gave me a 10% discount, which brought it under what I offered them initially. So I accepted it and used the discount, and we're gonna have Realms of Chaos Manacom in my hands very soon, hopefully. I guess like when they decide to ship it. So this will be quite interesting to see a copy of Realms of Chaos. I hate how this thing stops things from working. There we go. Oh, it came back as soon as I deleted it. Well, that's annoying. Anyway. There's no way to, like, just hide it. This should be fun.
What are you waiting for? Me to play the game?
Just play the game.
Up.
Just play the game, Mike. Play the game. I will. Recharge my Switch with external batteries. Oh, that's a good idea, too. That's a good idea, actually, yeah. Alright, Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia. We're going to attempt Deathless Prince of Persia once again. The chances of success are low, of course. Right, I need to set that up. 1 second. Alright, we're in. Okay. Also, I should stop this music. Because Prince of Persia doesn't need to be played with background music like that. It's got its own motifs that it likes to play with. Alrighty. Let's go with Sound Blaster. Oh, good evening there. Good evening, Borjans. And thank you for the beliefs, Grognak. We need the beliefs. Oh, wait. Let me plug this thing in. There you go. I looked at the light just as it turned on. I think Nintendo lost their way when they named it the Switch 2. I agree with you. Game Blaster, Sound Blaster, and MT32. That's right, Knev. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy final Sunday of the year. Oh man, when you put it like that, it means it's so meaningful now. I didn't realize it was the final Sunday. Welcome to the final Sunday of 2025. Game title, thank you. Thank you. I always forget to deal with that as well. Thank you, Pi. Title screen signed by Avril Harrison, who was also the model for the close-up of Elaine Marley in Monkey Island 1. See, now I had no idea about that. That's really cool, ATM machine. I will try to remember that one. That one I'll try and lock away in the safe, but I don't really grasp a lot of things these days. I don't sleep enough. Still find it endlessly hilarious. The Game Gear port of Prince of Persia is literally a Master System version, complete with the cartridge forcing the Game Gear into compatibility mode. Wow. Super Switch would have been even better. They should have called it Super Switch. Yeah, that would have been awesome. Hi, Drew Nelson. Good to see you. Nintendo Switch Pro or Super Nintendo Switch would have been better. Yeah, yeah, Super Switch sounds like a good name. It's the final Sunday to the tune of Final Countdown. Yeah, alright, I guess it's time to start the game. Exaterantan, good to see you. I hope you're having a great day today. Pokemon Sun and Moon. What? Oh, okay. It took me a minute, but I caught up. So apparently I don't need to turn around when I... Huh, okay. News. Aladdin looks different, man. I've actually been thinking I would like to play the Aladdin games from the 90s. It's pretty cool. Like, it's got a good soundtrack from, you know, they use inspiration from the movie soundtrack, of course. Prince of Persia 4D Deathless. I mean, I got to beat this first, Deathless, before I try that. Also, I really need to set up repetition of time. Something I want to do. How close was the DOS Aladdin to the Mega Drive one? Very, very close from what I remember. Every time I want to talk about Silksong, but I can't abbreviate it. You can't use... Oh, okay, yeah. I get it. I need a cup of coffee. I should have made a cup of coffee before I started. He died very easily. Yes, have some. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Man, Rick Moranis, I feel so... It's very sad, his life situation that led to him basically semi-retiring from film, but I feel like it was a huge loss for the world to not have him continue his career there. I mean, he did the right thing. Like, I'm not saying he did anything wrong. He did the right thing, absolutely, unquestionably, in my mind. But it was a huge blow to the world to lose such a fine actor and such a hilarious actor on screen as well. Come on. Oh, Cortube. At least I didn't name it the Switch U, I guess. Yeah, Wii U was a pretty funny choice for a name. I should have jumped up the other side, huh? I want the full health because I don't want to risk losing it here. A Scottish streamer I always watch used to work at retail when Wii U came out. And yes, people were confused about the naming, thinking Wii U is just an add-on for Wii and not a standalone console. Yeah, it's confusing. It's easy to abbreviate Silksong if you use the medial S from the 17th century. Because everybody would understand that ATM machine. I only found out yesterday that Wii U had a Wii-like console bit. I never saw / played one. Always assumed it was just the tablet bit. Yeah. I can see how you would think that. Wii is British for urine. It's also, yeah, in Australia we also use the term Wii. But it did lead to some jokes, which, you know, obviously was fun. The Wii Kath and Kim episode. I haven't seen it. I didn't really like Kath and Kim. But I did watch some of it, but I didn't see that episode. Making fun of really old encyclopedias. They spell Congress with an F? Oh man, as a Mystery Science Theater thing? Okay. I've never watched it. Never watched that. I understand it's great though. Okay, I tried crouching and it didn't work, but it's okay. We don't need that health point anyway. Revolution codename was much better than Tinkle Box they went with. Wasn't Revolution their codename for the N64 though? I feel some American slang also use the Wii meaning. You're right. It's not just an exclusive to Britain and Australia and stuff. It's un-Australian not to like Kath and Kim. Well, then I'm un-Australian. I'm going to stand by my statement. Maybe I'm wrong. Codename for Wii was Ultra 64. Okay, not Wii. A codename for N64. Yeah, I just got confused. That's all ABC. I'm really old now. YouTube has a constant stream of Mystery Science Theater 3000 episodes if you want to experience the awesomeness.
I can't see!
Thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate it. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you would like to, or you can jump in the chat and say hello to everybody. We have a great community, but I completely understand if you want to lurk. I also would probably lurk if I was here. But thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. How did I not jump just then? I swear I pressed the jump button. I watched the replay, because the stream's slightly delayed, and I think I pressed it too late. It looks like I pressed it too late. Oh, right, we got to restart. That's our death. We're trying to do Deathless. We're going to start from the start now. It's funny, because I could have sworn like I pressed it on time, but looking at the replay, I could definitely see I did not. Oh, no. There we go. The German letter B looking letter that's actually like an S sound is crazy to me. As an uneducated Australian. Kind of wish Nintendo had just kept tacking on increasingly intensive modifiers to Super Nintendo. I mean, they would have run out of words eventually, right? Hi, Manifay, good to see you. Cammy, great to see you too. I hope you had a lovely Christmas as well. Thank you. Nintendo 3.0 3x3 Gen 3. Nintendo Turbo Wii. Look at what they do with Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon naming conventions are crazy. I wish they would just use numbers so I know which order to play them in. A long S and a regular S? Uh-huh, okay. It's okay, I lost track of the Pokemon games. Names after Gen 7. I mean, you kept up for that long is pretty good, Flygon. I mean, you know, with a name like Flygon, of course. But still. There was one Pokemon game that was released on the GameCube, which was numbered in numbers. Really? Where did they start from? Because by then, hadn't there been like 7 or 8 launches of mainline Pokemon games? Ah. The only German you know is for beanbag chair Sitzsack. That's a pretty good name. Is that just a German brand for beanbag chairs? Neo Freeman, good to see you too. Welcome. GameCube's probably like 12 to 20, probably, yeah. I literally can't keep up. My son was asking me, because he saw me setting up stuff on this device that we've been looking at, and he was asking me, like, oh, what Pokemon games, like, will you be able to put on there? I was like, I don't know. Most of them, I think, but I have no idea how many have come out on systems that it's incapable of running. And in fact, I believe it might even be able to run Switch games. Like, I don't know, we'll see, I guess, when I finally figure out how to dump Switch games. Sitzak means sack for sitting on. I mean, it's pretty literal then, yeah. See, that's a very, like, German way of looking at the world, I think, as well. It's a sack that you sit on, like it's the sit sack. But, like, for some reason, we've gone with bean bag. It's a bag you put beans in. It's meant to be sat on, but you put beans in the bag. It's a bean bag. Like, it's a pretty, the English way of saying it is pretty dumb when you think about it. I don't even know if I need to do the running jump for this or not. I just always do. Oh my, Manapay. I've had the privilege of being around Germans enough to learn about burned das Brot. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm in the dark on that one. I'll try not to die. Where was I when I died last time? Was it on this level? I can't even remember, man. I think it was. How did I... Oh, right. It was right here when I tried to jump. Right. I've got to pay attention, that means. So, let me pay attention. I'll be right with you. Ooh, it always feels so terrifying. It's a depressed anthropomorphic bread for kids to watch. Okay. Oh, brot means bread? Is it like Bernard the bread, basically? Or Ben the bread, something like that. Nu ja son plush. Plush? I don't know how to say any of that. Knew I'd literally summon the German with that, by the way. It's like getting all the Finns with, like, the Moomins. Used to be a hip-hop group named... Man, I was worried he wasn't going to jump. I was like, I've been pressing up. When are you going to do the jumping animation, dude? German band called Die Toten Hosen, the Dead Pants. Pokemon Pokerom and geared towards children at very young ages since it was only for PC. Oh, interesting. The Dead Pants fell apart? That's unfortunate. Greetings, Jiggy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good today. I think you'd be proud of me. I've only died once so far. Ah! I can only assume Warmoths have been entirely deathless so far. Yeah. Right. that's what I meant to say. I have no idea where to stand to jump here, but I'll just do this. Oh! You didn't hear that? Yeah. What? Didn't hear what? I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Come get some. I can no longer keep up with the discussion around German bands and stuff. It describes in graphic detail, but very soft, soothing melody voice. Oh, okay. Does Mike pity the foo? Ask again later? Man, Magic 8 Ball's got nothing to say. That was close. Hey, Chibi UFO, good to see you. Welcome back. Prince of Persia's going well so far. I've died once, technically, but that was just because I didn't press a button at the right moment. Nothing to do with me being bad at the game. Just a simple mistake. That was totally intentional. I just wanted to make everybody get scared of me being almost jumping off the edge there, almost running straight to my death. You know, just to really amp up the sense of urgency. That's only count if they're deliberate and premeditated. That's right, yeah. Otherwise, you know, like it's a deathless run, so if I make a death, obviously it was on purpose. Just for the laughs. Hey, he didn't get knocked back with that. Consider yourself dead. The drinking animation's great. I need a better quip. Yeah, it was pretty sad, honestly. This guy seems like he's got a lot of life. He's very vital. That's more like it. Just steal one from a movie? How about eat floor high fiber from Batman Returns? I don't remember that line. That's great. Who says that? How appropriate. You fight like a cow. I could have used that, yeah. That's much more hilarious. Batman when he's fighting Catwoman? I literally don't remember that. That's so funny. I'm so tense right now. We were this close! We were this close! I almost had it! Alright, let's keep going. Let's try again. That guy is such a good swordsman, though. You can't blame me. At least I'm less tense now. Yeah, I suppose so. Combat strategic advice? I mean, I love the combat in this game because it's so fun. But if you think you can help, I mean... maybe? Will it make the game less fun? If you told me? A mechanic I'm not sure you're aware of. Oh, okay. I don't think so. I'm also not sure if it's a knowledge issue or execution issue. Right. A friend of mine insisting Fat Guy could only be beaten with a special sword you had to find. That's funny. And when I said it's not... oh man, the message scrolled. Just let me pause the game for a second and I'll read the message. Why is the chat not scrolling? When I said it's not true, he got really angry at me. Yeah, that's what people do. For me, the game couldn't get less fun because I'm so bad at it. It's already zero fun. It's such a good fun game, though. You do find a sword in the first level, and it's pretty special since it allows you to kill a bunch of guards. It's true. This is true. All right, I'll take the advice. I'll take the advice, Jiggy. We'll see if it's gonna ruin my experience and stop me from playing the game or not after the fact, I guess. It is not true of the SNES version, but you do lose the sword and have to find a new one at a point. Interesting. There you go, Pepto, you win. Our level's always the same. Yeah, if you're playing a version of... I don't think there's any randomly generated content in any of the versions of Prince of Persia. I would be surprised to learn that if it was a fact. Like to hear Prince of Persia MT32. I have played it with MT32 before. But I currently don't have a setup to use it right now. You can cancel from an attack to a parry, and you can cycle between attack parry indefinitely. See, that sounds... That sounds like the kind of thing that would break the game, but maybe it's not. I don't think I've ever seen you do a parry after an attack. It's just habit, that's all. I have done. You probably have seen me do it, but yeah, I don't do it a lot. And that's why when I get up to the fat guard, when I fight him, I'm always like a little slow to remember that I should be doing that. Does it buffer inputs, or do you have to do inputs at precise moments? Like in Street Fighter, you could buffer moves and stuff, right? But in this, I don't know if you can. Yeah, it might just be a skill issue. I don't know. Maybe it's a skill issue, Jiggy. I'm doing good, thank you, Pepto. How are you doing? Things are going well. Why is Prince of Persia blonde? Because distinct color that makes it obvious that it's you. I never thought about it. I'm definitely not hoping for blind luck. I'm just not executing well, I think, Jiggy. Like, if I actually focus properly, I'd probably get better at the combat, but I honestly don't give it that much time. Like, I'm thinking more about chat and, you know, having some fun than, like, I want to be extremely good at this. Also, I just make mistakes. But, you know, I can learn. Like, I've learned now that I don't need to worry about turning away from the falling tile. I think that was just like a piece of knowledge that my brother and I came up with as we were trying to figure out how to play the game. Some very early pre-release screenshots of the DOS version where the prince had blue hair. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Jiggy. The Mac version he's wearing what I presume to be Arabic headdress. Yeah, he wears a turban of some kind of head covering in the Mac version, but in the Apple II version, I think he looks more like this. The Apple didn't have a lot of color options, if I remember correctly. Apple II version of Prince has shoes. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that he doesn't have shoes in the DOS version. I just think it looks cool. It gives him a little bit more character, I feel. And right on it. In the Apple II version, the Prince wasn't even a prince. He was UPS truck driver. The early blue-haired version of Prince of DOS had shoes as well. I wonder if it's like just a direct translation of what was on screen on the Apple II. I genuinely can't picture what it looks like on the Apple II right now, so I actually wonder, did he have blue hair in the Apple II version as well? Like, were they just copying those exact graphics? Yeah, I said Prince of DOS just to shorten the term. I think it was a correct move on my part. Want to know the secret of how to defeat the skeleton the easy way? I mean, he's already pretty easy, but yeah, sure, go on. I don't know, I can never seem to draw the sword fast enough whenever I drop down from there. I feel like I'm finding it hard to read the chat. Prince had white hair on the apple, okay. They made about 15 versions of this back in the day, they did, yeah. So many versions. Today, they say you consider possibly making a game for 2 systems because it's too much work. Yeah. Although there was a lot of ports made by different people, which is why it was so prolific. Not until after completing the game anyway. What's that, Jiggy? He's not a prince on any version of the game. Right, right. True. You should check out the SNES version, Mike. It's got a double the levels. All right, I will. I will check out the SNES version sometime this next year. That is. When I was 4, I had the title of Queen of Bubble Bobble. That's a pretty good title to have, no matter what age you are. Mr. Immortal, hi, good to see you. It is a good game. Played it on the Amiga. Riverhill Soft essentially made a remake of the game instead of porting it. Right, yeah, the Nintendo version. You can only drop down after you fell him the first time, and you repeatedly lower down, then climb back up the last edge. The skeleton will slowly walk out of the screen to the right. That's really funny. Elite on Amiga was just a copy of Elite, not a port. Right. Like I said yesterday, kind of like PC 98 version, which has... I was reading the chat. I wasn't even looking. All different graphics, but is mostly the same as DOS, except for an extra boss fight at the end. Oh, there's an extra boss fight on the PC 98 version. Interesting. Trollodas, hi, good to see you. The PC 98 version was the basis for the Prince's outfit in Prince of Persia 2, the Mac version of Prince of Persia 1. Yeah. And like the Sega what it's called? Sega CD. All of that. Remember, chat, remember, everyone, don't chat and pop. Yeah. Look, we'll see. Maybe I'll get better at the game now. I didn't even get to the fat guard to try and improve my sorting techniques. Whoa, that was close. Playing a little project to play every version of this, or as many as I can, discounting identical ones, lost mobile versions, etc. Right. As I can, right. I'm thinking 24 or 25 versions to play. That's a lot. Not all those were contemporary. What's the latest port? Or latest version of Prince of Persia that was released? I assume it's like an iPhone version or something like that. If they did a version for the iPhone. I'm going to call this the last attempt. Doing all of them in sequence speedrun sounds nice. That could be fun, yeah. I wouldn't want to speedrun like that all the time. Did you see the new Commodore 64 Ultimate? I did, but I haven't, like, dug into it yet. I want to dig into it. Commercially, not sure offhand, but I think the Commodore 64 version was 2018 or something. Okay. That would be it, probably. Yeah. And I would count that. Like, even though it's not commercial, I would count that as, like, a port. Yeah, sure. I let him hit me just then. I don't know why. Commodore 64 was 2011. I was thinking of the BBC Micro version 2018. Then ported to Atari 8-bit computers in 2021. That's cool. It's so cool to see like a game like this that's like so old get so much love over the years. Like that, like there's a lot of fan love for the game, right? That's really cool. So I can definitely like parry attack easily, but attack parry I don't think I'm doing. I don't know if there's like a sequence of events that I'm supposed to keep in mind, but it doesn't seem to always do it. Just like experimentally then. Last commercial version of Prince of Persia Classic from 2007. Okay. Pop Classic from 2007, which did also have a mobile version. Yeah, that makes sense as like the last commercial release. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there's one for like the Wii or something. I mean, not the Wii, the Switch at some point. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they did a Switch version of the game commercially. That was not what I was trying to do. It had support for the Tandy sound. It sounded pretty great, actually. All sound effects and stuff were intact. Huh. I gotta play more games. I'm just playing Prince of Persia and Veil of Darkness all day, every day, apparently. I played Half Sword. Sometimes people ask me about like modern games that I try out. I tried Half Sword because I saw a lot of people were playing it. I thought, oh, I'll give that a look. It could be interesting. Man, that game is crap. Like, I don't know. I don't really get the fascination. I got good enough at it. I didn't beat the final boss, but I played a fair bit of it to give it like a fair go. But it's just like frustrating mechanics. Like, I don't know. Seems like it's so close to being good. I guess that's my problem with it. It could be so good, but it's not quite there yet. And so that's really frustrating for me. And like, it doesn't let you rebind the keys, which is really annoying because my hand feels very cramped when I'm trying to play with WASD, and like all of the other buttons are like Control and Alt and stuff like that. So they're all like below where your fingers are instead of spreading your hand out like you're supposed to on a keyboard. I think that's why people get RSI. It's from like cramping their hand into awkward claw shapes to press the buttons on the keyboard. But yeah, it actually reminded me of there's a game that was probably, I'm gonna say it was probably like 2008, but it might have been as early as like 2004 or 2005. I don't really remember when it came out. It was an indie game. I think it was like a freeware release, and it was like a Colosseum simulator where you could like swing your sword arm around by moving your mouse. Very similar concept to Half Sword's sword play, or weapon play, I guess. But yeah, it's like it was not very good, but yeah, it's sort of like, that's what Half Sword reminded me of, that kind of gimmicky gameplay. Ubisoft is busy stretching their Simple Sands of Time remake 17th year of development. Right. Pop Classic's still available on the Xbox via backwards compatibility, but interestingly, Ubisoft haven't touched this since, yeah. There was an Android remake of Prince of Persia 2. Oh man, I messed up. Can I still do this? Like, can I just still make a run for it and it'll work? Yeah, it looks like. Prince of Persia 2 in 2010, but that never made it to consoles. Oh, okay. Weird. Weird that they did that. Happy for them to not keep porting Classic and don't much care for that version. Okay. Ubisoft, please bring back Peggle. Peggle was pretty good. Did Ubisoft have a hand in that? I guess PopCap I was thinking was responsible. Is PopCap owned by EA? I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll try this this silly technique and see how long it takes compared to just fighting him. It's taking about the same amount of time. In fact, it probably takes a little longer. Will he fall down the hole? I guess he just stops. Hustle, I think, looked interesting. Oh, I just missed it. Looked interesting since swinging the mouse is part of the lightsaber dueling